come on in, come on in. Welcome to the channel. If you're new to the channel, you rocking with D-Way. I go live every day. You know what I'm saying? If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. You can hit the notification bell. It should be right in your corner. It should be right there. It's the little bell right in the corner. And you'll be notified every time I go live. I go live every day. So if you don't want to miss something, I prefer you to hit that notification bell. You will want to hit that notification bell. You'll be notified every time I go live. And again, I am D-Way. You know what I'm saying? So when you come in here, you hit the like button. And when you hit the like button, I know you inside the building. And I would know you inside the building. But today's topic is the Rolling 60 Crips. Big U. That's the topic. On neighborhood. On neighborhood, bro. Yeah. That's the topic. Big U and the Rolling 60 Crips. That's the topic. But would you know what time it is? We're going to give it enough time for YouTube to send out their notifications to get the people's going. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get YouTube to send out their notifications to get the people's here. You know it takes some time, but they get out there every time. What y'all doing on this good old day? What is y'all doing? What's about? I'm gonna get to it, man. Okay. Y'all know Big U got arrested or whatever. And indicted on the RICO charge by the feds. You know what I'm saying? Say Big U got his hands in some bodies. Not only that, they saying Big U was putting that extortion game down on people's. I'm talking about like business in people's. Say he was running a charity that he was misusing the funds for or using for personal gain, however you want to put it. And you know, when Big U got locked up, a lot of people got locked up. It was a lot of people indicted with Big U. A lot of people got indicted with Big U. But the thing is, though, what a lot of people fail to realize, when Big U got arrested, well, we all seen when a lot of us seen when Big U got arrested. You know, they had Big U on the news. They thought Big U was on the run. But, you know, he turned himself in. But when we seen Big U get arrested, everybody thought, oh, man, Big U arrested. But, you know what I'm saying, they thinking that a lot of people that got locked up, like Brick Baby and other people's, they thinking all them was on the same case with Big U, but it's like some different things going on. So everybody thought Big U was going on the run. Big U, when he on the run, Big U was just, I guess, trying to get some money off for the attorney and all that. But as we know, Big U represented himself in the federal court. The last I heard, Big U was the only one about to go to trial, and he didn't want an attorney. He wanted to represent himself, which I think it was a dumb thing to do. Very dumb thing to do. Especially when you're indicted on a federal RICO charge. I don't think that was a smart idea for Big U to want to go in there and represent himself. But now they got allegations that it's like 50 Crips supposed to be testifying on Big U. Supposed to be 50 Crips. Now that's just the word on the streets in LA. That 50 Crips supposed to be testifying on Big U. But I don't know how true it is. I don't know how true it is, but it going around in the paperwork is 50 Crips supposed to be testifying on Big U. And you know what I'm saying? Say some people's from the 60s. Some people's from the 60s in the paperwork. You know, but it's a lot of people got indicted. You got to think about it. It was people locked up 2 years before Big U was indicted. You know what I'm saying? It was people locked up 2 years before Big U was indicted. It was people locked up before Big U indicted had already got out. Like they were still working. It was like they were still working. You know what I'm saying? You got to be careful on these people. You know what I'm saying? You never know who's going to jail getting out on signature, but signing out. A lot of these people is going to jail signing out on signature bonds. Signing out on signature bonds, working for the folks. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of them ain't got no reason to work. A lot of them be going to jail for something small and telling on something so big. But you got to think about the things that Big U were doing. Okay, extortion, the extortion part, you know what I'm saying? When they say Big U was extorting smoke shops and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? I can understand why the community so upset with Big U, because these people are trying to run a business. This is how they feed their family, and for Big U to walk up and extorting the business or whatever, you taking out not only out the people's mouth who own the store, but the kids' mouth, and no telling who else they ain't feeding. You know what I'm saying? Then they say Big U misused some type of charity he had. They say he misused the funds for that. So they looking at as Big U just taking it from the community and putting it all into himself. Basically what they saying, that he taking away from the community and putting it all into himself. And you know what I'm saying? Lots of people who rolling 60, a lot of rolling 60 guys, they really weren't dealing with Big U. A lot of rolling 60s, I'm talking about from the older to the younger, a lot of them weren't dealing with Big U. I'm talking about for his crime go or on a lick with him, they weren't dealing with Big U like that. A lot of people wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Then we already heard rumors that Big U was a Muslim in prison, that he wasn't even cripping when he was in prison. They say he had turned to a Muslim. So I don't know, have that played factors in it why lots of Crips don't mess with him, but you know, how did Big U become the head honcho? How did Big U become the head honcho if he was a Muslim in prison and he get out, he become the head honcho? Now Big U gone back. What's really going on? Another thing too, Big U said this. He don't need nobody speaking for him. He gonna speak for himself. He gonna speak for himself. He gonna speak for himself. You know what I'm saying? So y'all know how it go, man. It ain't only in LA. It ain't only in your state. It's everywhere. Man, people ain't trying to go to jail. They trying to tell their way out. They looking for a way to get home to their family. You know what I'm saying? People's out here make dumb mistakes and forget they got kids at home. Forget they left mama at home who ain't doing so good. Now they trying to tell, they looking for anything to tell on. You know what I'm saying? Any information they had on Big U, people probably were putting it on him. Just putting it on him. They trying to get out of jail. So they just putting it on him. Putting it on him. Nailing him to the cross. And half of the people who were probably putting it on him probably wasn't even from rolling 60. It could have been ops. It could have been ops going in there. You know what I'm saying? Dropping information. You got to be careful. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when the Fed come, they might, you know what I'm saying? They just don't, you know, when they come, they coming for a reason. You know what I'm saying? And Big U to be misusing all these funds and all this. Why he trying to go to court and represent himself? Ain't that a dumb idea for Big U to go to court and represent himself? They say he had a charity that he was misusing the funds. They say he was extorting smoke shops and other people's and other things. What Big U money at? Do he still got money? You know what I'm saying? Can Big U afford an attorney? Because why would you go in a federal court or any court to want to represent yourself? Did you not see Darrell Brooks? Did you not see the guy from Florida who went in there representing himself, the dreads on the head? I ain't seen too many successful peoples. The dude from Ohio had a M charge. He went there to represent himself. I ain't seen too many peoples that go in that courthouse and represent themselves and beat the case. Name me somebody or drop in the comment section other people's criminals belong in jail. You're right, Tisa. Criminals do belong in jail. They don't belong on the streets. For what? For what? I don't think they should be on the streets. Why would they be on the streets? I don't think they should be on the streets because you committed a crime. Whatever you did to commit that crime, I think you'll come back and commit that crime again. Maybe even worse. Especially once you done went to prison and came home, I don't know what you'll do. Now I got to keep my eyes on you. Got to keep my eyes on you. But I just don't see that's a smart idea for Big U. And then, okay, they say Big U did something to his son's friend. Okay, look at that. That's still family who looking for justice for her son. There's a mom and dad somewhere that looking for justice for her son that supposedly Big U had something dealing with. You know what I'm saying? But Big U want to be free. But he ain't thinking about the family who want justice for her son, you know. So it's just something to think about. You know, we can't be out here committing crimes and expecting to be home free watching TV. It don't work like that. If you do the crime, you do the time. It's simple. It's simple. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful who you call your friends. Please be careful who you call your friends. Stop putting your trust in people. And not only that, just stop committing crime. Period. Crime don't pay at all. Crime don't pay at all. Put you in a situation where you don't want to be at. That's the only thing crime gonna get you. You're gonna be in a situation just like Big U. You know what I'm saying? It felt good for Big U to be able to extort these people. It felt good for Big U to do whatever the feds say he was doing. It felt good to him. It really felt good to him. Now that he incarcerated, they're not feeling so good. And even when we see him going live when he was going to turn himself in, he didn't look so good. He didn't look so happy at all. But I bet he was happy when he was walking to those smoke shops. I bet he was happy when he did that to that little boy. Or got that done to that little boy, or however it may go, or went. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, everything I'm saying is allegedly. We not the folks, so we don't know what really going on until justice is being served. And when justice gets served, then we'll really know what's going on. A lot of people thought Brick Baby was on the case with Big U, but Brick Baby on his own case, on gun charges. You know what I'm saying? They said a lot of people who was on the case with Big U, they say some out now. Say some signed out. No money, no nothing. They just signed out. You know what I'm saying? Some of them guys you got to watch. Some of them they probably didn't have no evidence on though. So you don't want to put a rat jacket on somebody back who don't deserve it. Some of them they probably didn't have no evidence on. Some of them they hoping to testify or hoping that they got information. It's just work in a circle. It work in a circle, really do. Like I said, man, Big U, I don't know if he finished. We ain't gonna just make Big U guilty before the court make him guilty. We ain't gonna make Big U innocent before the court make him innocent. We're gonna have to keep our eyes open and see what really is going on in Big U case. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, everything I'm saying allegedly it's supposed to be 50 Crips that testifying on it. We don't know. I really don't know if they rolling 60 Crips or if they all Crips, but it's supposed to be 50 people testifying on Big U. Could be more. A possibility or more. You know what I'm saying? Because we seen him get locked up with a numbers of guys, so it won't surprise me at all. And we know when two people go on a lick together, we know if three people's going to lick, 1 out of 3 going to tell. So if you're getting locked up in groups, somebody going to tell it. So Big U might well going to be prepared for that. Somebody going to tell it. Or going to take the chance or take that stand to testify and tell whatever information they know. It's just part of life. It ain't nothing that just started going on. It's been going on. Like I said, I'm gonna hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. I'm out. Until next time, peoples.